It's Grow TV, where we grow together and learn about God.
Hello friends and welcome to Grow TV. I'm Steve and today we're going to be playing a game called Hot Wands. Not to be confused with any other spicy game where you eat spicy food. And the title might sound a little familiar, but you know what? I think I'll trademark it. Anywho, what I have in front of me are three of the hottest and spiciest wontons known to humankind. Okay, more like the hottest I could find in the closest grocery store, but still, I will be eating these spicy wontons one at a time while ranking their hotness and attempting to hold a conversation with you at the same time. This should be fire. Anyway, here we go. All right, wonton number one is a sweet and spicy pork. That sounds delicious. Let's do this. You know, that was very good. It was really more sweet than spicy. I'll give it a 4 on the hot ones meter, and on the delicious meter, I'm gonna give it a 9. Next wonton. Okay, this is a chicken wonton with a spicy sauce. Here we go. Oh wow. Okay. I'm definitely feeling this one. The chili sauce takes it up a notch. My tongue is fighting against the heat like a sunscreen on a hot summer day. Oh my gosh, I feel like I could start sweating. But overall, it's not that bearable. I give it a number 7 on the hot wands meter. Next up is our last wonton. It's another chicken one. But this one was actually cooked in chili oil. It looks crispy. Okay. This one is hard to talk. This one lights your whole face up. My mouth is on fire. What was this cooked in? The surface of the sun? I need...
Steve, what's wrong?
Well, this wonton. Oh my gosh. They actually somehow managed to pack the heat of the surface of the sun into every bite. I feel like I just licked on lava. I need something fast.
All right. I'll be back. All right, here.
Oh, that's actually better. Yo, thank you, Stace.
No worries. I'm glad I came when I did.
So am I. That was just what I needed.
You know, this kind of reminds me of a story in 1 Kings where God did the same for Elijah. God both provided what Elijah needed and used Elijah to provide the needs of others.
Whoa, wait. Elijah ate hot wontons?
The story is from 1 Kings chapter 17. Elijah was a prophet.
Oh, prophets were like the people God spoke to directly, right?
Yes. Then the prophets shared the message with whoever needed to hear it. During this time, the king of the land, King Ahab, did not obey God. So Elijah gave the king a message.
I bet it's not gonna be a good message.
The message was that there would be no rain for a long time. And this made the king very angry.
So Elijah made the king angry? That was probably a pretty dangerous thing to do, right?
Very dangerous. So God told Elijah to hide from the king near a place that had a brook. And Elijah was able to drink water from the brook. God also sent birds called ravens to give Elijah bread and meat every day.
Whoa, wow. Birds actually brought him food, so God gave Elijah what he needed to make it through?
Exactly. Later on, the water from the brook dried up.
Oh yeah, because there was no rain.
Right. So God told Elijah to move to another place, and God said a woman there would give him food to eat. Elijah went where God told him to go, and he met the woman. he asked the woman to bring him water and a drink and a piece of bread to eat.
Great. New plan, same results. Elijah gets what he needs.
But there was more this time. You see, the woman was not in a great place at the time. She didn't have any bread. She and her son could hardly survive on what they had. She only had a little bit of flour and oil left, and she was actually about to use it to make one last meal for her and her son.
One last meal before what? Oh no.
Oh, yes, unfortunately. But Elijah said to her in 1 Kings 17:13-14, "Don't be afraid. Go home and do as you have said. But first make a small loaf of bread for me from what you have and bring it to me. And then make some for yourself and your son. For this is what the Lord says. The God of Israel says, the jar of flour will not be used up and the jug of oil will not run dry until the day the Lord sends rain on the land."
Wait, that would be that's like a miracle.
A miracle is what she needed. So the woman did what Elijah told her to do. And just as God said, she never ran out of flour and oil.
What does that mean? To have enough flour and oil?
Well, verse 15 says, "So there was food every day for Elijah and for the woman and for her family."
They found what they needed.
With God's help, God took care of Elijah and the woman. They both found exactly what they needed. God is so powerful and cares about what each of us needs. Can you think of something that you need right now? Whatever it is, God knows it too. So remember, God helps me find what I need.
That story really made me think. God probably won't send me out to eat spicy wontons or anything. Or maybe.
Probably not.
But if I'm listening to God and talking to God like Elijah did, then God will equip me with all that I need for the journey that God has sent me on.
I think you're right.
Wow. You know, it could be kind of scary jumping into something without all the details figured out, without knowing exactly what I'll need at each stop and where it'll come from.
But that story reminds us that if God sends us, God will help us out finding all that we need.
Yeah, and Elijah didn't know ravens would bring him food or about the lady and her son. God will lead and direct. We just have to trust and pay attention.
Yes, and I think as God continued to help Elijah, it probably got easier to trust.
Oh, for sure. Is there anything that you need? Maybe it's a need someone you know has, or a need you see in the world. Whatever it is, God knows. The thing we need might not appear in the same miraculous way Elijah got food from the ravens, or how the woman's oil and flour never ran out. But God already has a plan to fill every need you can think of. Maybe you're part of that plan. That's how I can say for certain that God helps me find what I need, just as I am sure God will help you find what you need. It's been fun playing Hot Wands with you. It's also been fun learning Bible stuff with you. It's always good to learn and grow together. See you next time. Bye.